I mean, the big dogs down in Durham continue to show their dominance in the MEAC as they take on the Bulldogs. Now, the Bulldogs actually got the win last year, but this year they're in Durham, and the Eagles are looking for revenge. Now, one word to describe this game: dominance. The Eagles were dominant on all phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. At the beginning of the game, they showed their dominance with running the ball and through the air as Davius Richards finds a wide open Amari Taylor as he takes it in for the first touchdown of the game, and the nest is jumping. Now, we just showed how they got it done on offense. Now let's show you how they got it done with defense. They dominated the line of scrimmage, coming up with a lot of sacks, a lot of pressures on the quarterback, and a lot of tackles for loss as they force a punt from the Bulldogs. Next possession, Davius Richards finds a Luke Bracey coming through the O-line on a little slip screen, slip passes linebacker defender, and gets a big chunk of yards. But this Eagles drive actually comes up short as Malcolm McGee comes up with an interception to stop the Eagles' momentum, to stop them from getting any points on the board. But did I mention that the Eagles were dominant today on all three phases? Oh yeah, I did. Cole Jones comes up with a huge hit, which pops the ball out, which leads from a pickup with a scoop and score from the Eagles, which gives the Eagles a 14-0 lead over the Bulldogs. And at this moment, I knew the Eagles were going to have a good night, because you can get it done on offense and defense. That's a sign of trouble. Next possession, the Bulldogs try to march down the field, but they cannot convert the first down, which leads to another punt to get the ball back to this high-flying, high-powered offense. Davius Richards once again draws back, finds Quentin McCall down the middle of the scene for another first down. And you know what Davies is going to do whenever it's in the 5 yards. He's going to take it in for himself. Another touchdown from the Eagles, 21-0. But Corey Fields in that Bulldogs offense had a little bit of fight in them as well. He pump fakes, drops back, doesn't see nothing, takes it for himself. 60-yard scramble all the way down to the red zone. And with the Bulldogs' first possession in the red zone, they didn't look to waste no time to punch it in for 7. Keyshawn Toney takes it in for the score. The Bulldogs get their first points of the game. And all they needed was a stop to build up some momentum, but I'm sorry, it was just the Eagles' night tonight. Davius Richards drops back, has a wide open Devin Smith, 60 yards to the house, touchdown Eagles, 27-7 in the first half. The Eagles are dominating this game. And once again, they got it done on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Corey Fields drops back, but he doesn't have nothing open, gets pressure, and gets sacked. And once again, the Eagles got it done on all three phases: offense, defense, and special teams. And here we have a huge special teams play from the All-American himself, Brandon Connington. Goes one side of the field, but flips sides of the field, says, nah, I want to go this way. Flips it to the other side of the field, gets a huge punt return to set up the Eagles in great field position. I don't know what the Eagles have for a pregame meal, but if I was the head coach, I would give it to them every single game, because everything was working, everything was open, every receiver was catching passes. Devin Smith once again catches it from the 1-yard line, and here comes the tush push. You know it's coming, but you can't stop it. Davius Richards punches it in for another Eagle touchdown. Mind you, this is all in the first half. All this is going on in the first half. The Eagles were just having their way on all phases of the game. Once again, the Eagles come out on defense. Corey Fields think he has an opening, but it closes up very, very quick. Forces a 3rd and out. The Bulldogs have to punt once again and get the ball back to Davius Richards, who's been on fire all night, who ended up with 7 touchdowns in all, 5 passing touchdowns. And here goes another one. Twan Flip Jr., who takes it in for the Eagles touchdown to put them up 41-7. And with just under a minute left, the Bulldogs do manage to go down the field and score. So this makes the score 41-14 at the half. The Eagles are showing no life to give to the Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs said, if you ain't showing no, we're going to take it ourselves. As freshman running back Jawarn Howell takes it to the house fresh out the half to give the Bulldogs a little bit of life. The Bulldogs score, which makes the score 41-21 coming out of the half. Can the Bulldogs build up some momentum to stop this Eagles offense? The answer is no. Jamari Taylor, oh my God, somebody put this on the Sports Center top 10. Jukes the defender out his shoes and give him a little stiff arm to go and get the touchdown. Eagles go up 48-21. And at this point, the game's pretty much over, man. The Eagles defense keeps getting stops. They can't run the ball. They can't pass the ball. The Eagles defense is playing well. The Eagles get the ball on offense and everybody's just open. Once again, they find a wide open receiver for the head tap, and this makes the score 56-21. Eagles, which leads to a final score 62-28. The Eagles win in dominating fashion over the Bulldogs, man. Big win for the Eagles after losing to the Bulldogs last year in Orangeburg. With this win by the Eagles, they set up themselves to take on Norfolk State next weekend for their homecoming game. We'll see y'all. It's HBCU Game Day Nation, and we out.
Very much so. We challenged them at halftime. It's not over. That's a championship football team. Same way we scored 41, they come out and score 41 on us. And we talked about we want to play better in the second half than we played in the first. So I was very pleased that we didn't get too sloppy and the guys kept fighting.